Hey there, music makers! Welcome to another episode of Free Plugins You May Like. Are you ready to add some serious firepower to your production toolkit without spending a dime? In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to the EB-Diøne Sampler, a free VST plugin that is packed with mind-blowing features to take your audio manipulation to the next level. So whether you're a beginner just starting out or an experienced producer looking for fresh creative tools, this plugin is going to be a game changer in your workflow. So make sure to stick around to the end because I will show you how this plugin can completely transform your sound. Let's kick things off by diving into what EB-Diøne is all about. This plugin is designed for creative audio manipulation, and trust me, it delivers. It is created by Ewan Bristow. EB-Diøne is built to run in the free plug data environment, which is available for both Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So no matter your platform, you are covered. Now let's talk about the features it came with. This plugin gives you access to some pretty advanced audio tools. Tools like spectral resynthesis, which allows you to manipulate the phase and spectrum of audio in ways that are truly unique. You can stretch, wrap, and transform your sound like never before. The next feature is gating and filtering. If you want to shape the dynamics of your sound, this plugin lets you control the attack and decay of the spectral envelope, while also refining the sound with high pass and low pass filters. The next feature this plugin came with is the OTT compression. If you are into aggressive dynamic processing, think bass heavy tracks, this is a feature you won't want to miss because it adds that extra punch to your sound. The next feature here is the tape emulation, which adds distortion, noise, and a bit of wobble with a simple knob, as you can see right here. And it is perfect for creating vintage style effects. The last feature here is the MIDI control. So if you like to have more control over your sound, you can map it to your MIDI controller for a hands-on experience. And the best part, this plugin we are talking about is completely free to download. You can choose to support the developer with small donations, but you don't have to. But for me, it is okay to support him and encourage him with the little that you can. And you have this at zero cost. Alright, enough talk. Let's get into how this plugin actually works and how you can start using it in your music production right now. First, let's load up a sample, an audio sample. This could be anything from a vocal chop to a drum loop, whatever, So now that it's loaded, let's check out some important options to start manipulating it. We'll go through the spectral shaping. Here, I'm going to pull a small section of the sample and play around with its attack and decay. Watch as the sound slowly morphs into something completely different. And before I move further, I need you to hear the original sample of the loop melody that I'm trying to manipulate with this plugin. So let's take a quick listen. Alright, so now this is what we have. And like I said, I'll manipulate the attack and decay so that you see how it morphs the sound. So you can actually use this to make a lush pad sound or create aggressive neuro bass hits. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, I believe you had that. So that takes us to the next option here, which is the gating and filtering. And as you can see here, you see the gating option. So let me quickly engage it and see what that adds to the sound. Alright, I believe you had that as well. And that takes us to the next option, which is the OTT compression. So to access this, you need to click on this button right here. But I need you to pay attention and see how adding the OTT compression tightens up the dynamics, especially on the bass frequency of the sample. So let's demonstrate that. And if you noticed, the moment I engaged the OTT, it actually tightened the bass information of the sample. That takes us to the last option, which is the tape emulation. With the tape emulation feature, you can add some grit and warmth to your sound by simply turning up the tape knob and listen as the distortional wobble brings a vintage vibe to your sound. So let me show you. As you can see, what the emulation and the wobble added to the sound. And as you can see, EB-Diøne is an extremely versatile tool that can work in variety of genres, whether you are into electronic music, experimental sound design, or even cinematic scoring. This plugin will open up new creative possibilities for you. But before we go into the pros and cons of this plugin, I want to have a final demonstration to show you certain things that I did not demonstrate earlier. So let's quickly do that. Now that we've seen the plugin in action, let's break down the pros and cons to give you a complete picture of EB-Diøne. About the pros, first, it is free. You can't beat the price. This plugin packs a ton of value at no cost, and I believe we all can agree to that. Secondly, its powerful features like the spectral, resynthesis, gating, filtering, OTT compression, and tape emulation really makes this plugin incredibly powerful and versatile. Followed by the MIDI control. You can map out your MIDI controller to manually create what you want, so which is perfect for producers who love hands-on control in their workflow. And finally, we all can agree that it is super user-friendly. Despite its power, it is surprisingly easy to get started with. Plus, there is a ton of video on YouTube that will guide you on how to install it and use it. So that is it for the pros. Now let's talk about the cons. Since EB-Diøne runs in the plug data environment, you will need to download and install that first. While plug data is free, it is an additional step that some may find inconvenient, and I believe you can agree with me on that. And secondly, limited to audio manipulation. So while it's amazing for creative sound design, it may not be as useful for basic tasks like EQing or mastering. It's all about effects and transformations. So I wish they could add more features that will really help to push this plugin not only just for sound design to many other areas when it comes to music production. So that is it for me when it comes to the cons. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell to stay updated on all things music production that we offer here on Coinex the Producer. I'll be bringing you more free plugins, tips, tricks to take your music to the next level. Also be sure to check out the download link in the description to grab EB-Diøne Sampler for free. And if you've tried it already, drop a comment and let us know how you are using it in your tracks. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to check out the playlist you can see on the screen right now for best free VST plugins for music production. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.